we were kids, we didn't have a chance to see a great superhero movie. That all changed with Spider-Man 2. With Peter Parker's origin out of the way, we finally got a chance to see the more down-to-earth Spider-Man, focusing more on Peter's life and the repercussions of being a superhero. He's hated by most as Spider-Man because he's misunderstood as a superhero. The newspaper constantly demeans him, he's labeled as a villain, and he's known as a vigilante. Life as Peter isn't any better. He's constantly scorned by others for his bad timing, his studies are lacking with threats of failure, he lives in poverty, and he's forbidden to be with the woman he loves due to his secret identity. When it comes down to it, Spider-Man 2 is about what would happen if Peter stopped being Spider-Man. But he has to decide fast as Dr. Octopus is terrorizing the city, and it's the first time Spider-Man is truly outmatched. Overall, the movie is very entertaining, and it's also paced quite well. I was actually engrossed with Peter's character as he makes decisions that would be very difficult to make in real life. Its direction is also much better than it was in Spider-Man 1. Few shots feel like they're used inappropriately, and the big set pieces are done very well. The story as a whole excels above any expectations, and is by far Spider-Man 2's greatest strength. The cast, most of which weren't very good in Spider-Man, have all improved. Even Kirsten Dunst. No longer is she as boring as a piece of rotting wood. She's graduated to a piece of hardwood floor. Great job, Kirsten. No longer is your work like Scudder's, and that was just a piece of shit. The cheesy delivery, the monotone speeches by Peter, and the poorly written dialogue have all returned. Instead of Willem Dafoe, we get a mediocre actor, Alfred Molina, as Doc Ock. He does better than some of the actors at least. Also, J.K. Simmons returns as J. Jonah Jameson and blows the other actors out of the water. Spider-Man's costume remains unchanged, while Dr. Octopus has a more modernized costume that honestly feels like a cop-out. Overall, the cast as a whole do things a lot better here. The quality of the Blu-ray is pretty much identical to the previous entry of the trilogy. Once again, the audio is unbalanced due to compression. I constantly have to mess with the volume depending on if it's an action scene or a dramatic one. I have to say, some of the effects, especially from the midpoint on, have improved when compared to that of the previous installment. Green screen use was only mildly noticeable. The music, again, was composed by Danny Elfman, and it is amazing. When I think of Spider-Man, I think of dark and epic, and the soundtrack certainly delivers. The film's presentation feels a touch more solid than that of its predecessor. Put simply, Spider-Man 2 lives up to the standards set by the first, and easily surpasses it. Despite its flaws, everything is vastly improved, including the character development, and I was immersed up to the climactic finish. For me, it's a definite buy. Spider-Man 2 gets a 7.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, be sure to share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Google. And also, if you want to keep updated and see more reviews, be sure to subscribe by hitting the button right here. I'm Kyle from Battlefront Productions. Until next time.